Eustachian tube function tests. These tests are used to assess the patency of Eustachian tube. The first test is Valsalva maneuver. This is to build a positive pressure in the nasopharynx. Ask the patient to blow out after closing the mouth and pinching the nostril. There will be outward movement of the tympanic membrane if the Eustachian tube is patent. The disadvantage is that only 65% of people can perform the test. Precautions. You should not do the test when the tympanic membrane is atrophic because there is chance of rupture of tympanic membrane and infections of nose and nasopharynx. The infection may spread to middle ear. The next test is Pulitzer test. This is mainly done in children. The Pulitzer bag is inserted into one nostril. The other nostril is closed. Bag is compressed. At the same time, you should ask the patient to swallow. You can see the outward movement of the tympanic membrane, and on auscultation, a hissing sound can be heard. Third test is Eustachian tube catheterization. So the nasal cavity is anesthetized. Eustachian tube catheter is passed along the floor of the nasal cavity with the tip pointing downwards. Once it reaches the nasopharynx, the tip is rotated 90 degrees medially so that it touches the posterior end of the nasal septum. Then it is pulled back to confirm the position. Then it is rotated 180 degrees laterally. That is the position of the Eustachian tube orifice. The Pulitzer bag is connected and the air is insufflated. Next test is Toynbee test. This is to create a negative pressure in the middle ear. The nose is pinched and the patient is asked to swallow. So this draws air from the middle ear to the nasopharynx, and you can see the inward movement of tympanic membrane using an otoscope. Frenzel maneuver. Synonym is nasopharyngeal pressure test. The nose is pinched, oral cavity is blocked by the tongue, and the epiglottis is closed. Then the tongue is moved upwards and backwards to compress the air. If the Eustachian tube is patent, the air passes through the Eustachian tube to the middle ear. The next test is tympanometry. This is an objective test. After inspecting the ear, the tympanometry probe is inserted to the ear canal, which is attached to a tympanometer. It alters the pressure in the external auditory canal and delivers pure tone. It measures the response of the tympanic membrane to the sound, and this is plotted in a tympanogram. Normal tympanogram is A curve. C curve is in Eustachian tube dysfunction. Then radiological test. Radiopaque dye like HIPAC or lipoidal is instilled into the middle ear. Then X-rays are taken. Saccharin or methylene blue test. Saccharin is a sweet substance that is placed into the middle ear. When it reaches the pharynx, you can feel a sweet taste. Methylene blue is a dye that is instilled into the middle ear, and the time taken by it to stain the pharynx is noted. Sonotubometry. A tone is presented to nose, and the recordings are taken from the external auditory canal. The sound is heard louder when the tube is patent. It is a non-invasive technique, and it gives an information on active tubal opening. Thank you.